11.1 million youths in Nigeria were believed to be unemployed. In a recent report by Bloomberg, it was revealed that as at March 2021, Nigeria unemployment rate has increased to 33.3%, making it the second highest on the global list of unemployed countries monitored by Bloomberg. So many youths in Nigeria have grown with a mentality that only government should be the greatest employer, when in reality, they can be self-employed. Today, I will be telling you why you should go into palm farming.
I thank God for it on a farm. The young youth, they don't like working in the farm because of they say that it's stressful. You understand my point? But today, people that really understand knows that to be a farmer is very, very good, very, very important. Now, if you want to compare it, let's say maybe government being a civil servant, maybe it's not every month you'll be receiving your salary. But as a farmer, and you know what you are doing, at least when you put more effort on your farm, at least every month, you will not lack food in the table. You have something to eat. People will come in to get from you.
Because I move around a lot. I'm a peacemaker, ambassador for peace, and we go to rural areas. And always, people are telling you, hey, we need work, we need government work, we need big government work. I used to laugh. The government cannot employ everybody, but you can go into farming and live a very comfortable life. It may not necessarily be oil palm. It could be anything it could be cocoa, it could be rice, it could be cassava. Let people learn to go and learn work, because we have enough land all over, at least here in Cross River. That's why when I see people fighting and killing themselves because of land, I laugh. We can use the land we have, and everybody will be comfortable.
Palm oil is an incredibly efficient crop, producing more oil per land area than any other equivalent vegetable oil crop. Globally, palm oil supplies 40% of the world vegetable oil demand.
When you see yourself as a farmer, don't be discouraged, because it's good to be a farmer.
The youth should learn to go to farm to do some farm work. And it's not always that you use knife. But even for us here, we have machines that can prune the branches. We have machines that you stay here and harvest the palms and the fruits. Yes, we can do that. But if you want to sit down and get the money, no. Or if you want to work in government can never employ everybody. Often they tell you, well, let's employ you to make sure you have food on the table. That could be right for very elderly people. But for young people, please, for goodness sake, try and learn some handwork. And farming is the easiest you can go into.
About 80% of palm oil production in Nigeria comes from dispersed smallholder farmers. The palm trees they grow are mostly white palm trees, which grow easily in the southern, eastern, and western parts of Nigeria. Palm fruit harvested from these species of palm tree have high volume of kernel shell and less flesh. The oil, if well extracted and stored properly, can last for 2 or 3 years without getting bad. The high density kernel shell in it makes it possible for 2 more secondary economic byproducts to be derived from the palm oil production. They are namely palm kernel and palm kernel shell. Currently, a ton of palm kernel is sold for about 350,000 naira, which is equivalent of about $800, and the palm kernel shell can also be sold.
When I started this business, this palm estate business, I was thinking it's one-man business. But I think we have different aspects of the work. So when you are working this, other person is supposed to be working that and that, like harvesting, carrying, weeding or slashing, call it slashing. These are the boys I put in various angles, the youth I put in various angles to work. And even when I'm doing the processing, passerby, those who wants to work will come and, parents, those who have children, like 4 to 3 children, having no job to do, having nothing to do, they'll just branch and I'll give them job to do. And after, at the end of the day, they'll go home with 4,000 to 5,000. So, and really, we are really working.
Impacting the community. Wow.
After workers, we are working with mechanics.
Wow. So I'm seeing it right now that you've been able to help young people in this project that you're actually handling. So right now, some persons have a job because of you, right?
Yes.
Wow, that's beautiful. So, how long have you been doing this?
I've been in the business for 4 years now.
My name is Solomon Eko Dazo, and I happen to be the estate manager.
Okay.
So, we are, when it's not around, I'm the one managing here to make sure everything is intact. It's very massive,
Yeah.
Very, and this is like 150 hectares, so we're covering everywhere. This is all under Ijeoma farm estate.
So, estate manager, so this land is sparse. It's very good. How are you able to manage it?
Well, it's not been easy. It's so massive. It's so massive. And we have a lot of places. I'll show you. There's no time for that. But just from this view, you know that this land is so massive. And we had a problem of security then. We have been able to calm that. Security cannot end just like that. We still put in our effort to make sure. And there are other people. I'm just the manager. There are other workers, When you go and it's section by section, there's a mailing is going on. There are workers there. We have our house there too.
Wow.
If need be, we need to sleep. There's a house there. That house every worker. You understand? Yeah. And there are some customers that used to come. Okay, let me come to your. And again, I also provide tour. Some people want to like excursion. There's some maybe agri student. They just want to come for excursion. They used to come here for excursion. I show them some places.
Farming is not as if once you go into farming, you'll be dirty. I am not a dirty man. Anywhere I work, people don't know that I'm a farmer, but I'm a serious farmer. So I advise every other youth who is watching me or who will watch me that the farming is more lucrative business than a white collar job. Nobody command me to wake up. I wake up when I want and I do my job. I schedule time for my business or for my farming. In white collar job, you wake you up when you're not supposed to wake up. You have your time. Once it's 7, 8, you leave for your job. But in my own, I work anytime. I have lights in my farm. Anytime I want, even if I want to work till 10 o'clock in the night, I on my day. So I'm always working.
During palm fruit season, there are a lot of fruit in the bush. Around this season, that's usually the peak of palm oil production. A keg of palm oil is sold for about 10 to 12,000 naira, depending on where and who you are buying from. 6 months later, that same gallon of palm oil value will increase by 30 to 70%. Let's say you buy a gallon of palm oil around 12,000 naira by the month of March. At around September, October, or November, the value of that palm oil will jump to between 25,000 naira to 30,000 naira. Just imagine you store 20 rubbers. You will be making a profit of roughly 140,000 naira without stress. And the most beautiful thing about palm oil business is that it can be a side hustle that pays more than the main job.